Did you know that one spring morning, an entire American city was shaken awake by the Earth itself in just 47 seconds? In this video, you'll see the true story of the 1906 San Francisco earthquake, the disaster that not only destroyed a city, but also changed the way America understands nature, power, and survival. You've heard of San Francisco, the Golden Gate Bridge, the fog, the hills. But over a century ago, this beautiful city became the stage for one of the most terrifying and misunderstood disasters in American history. An event so powerful that it could be felt across half the country, and so mysterious that scientists are still learning from it today. Stay tuned, because the night America's sky woke up was not just about an earthquake, it was about a city reborn from chaos. It was April 18, 1906. San Francisco was a booming city. Gold rush money, busy harbors, grand hotels, and electric streetcars. By 5 a.m., the city was just waking up. Bakers were lighting ovens, milkmen were making deliveries, and most people were still in bed. No one realized that beneath their feet, the San Andreas Fault had been building tension for centuries. And at 5:12 a.m., the Earth decided to let go. Without warning, the ground began to shake violently, first like a passing train, then like a thunderstorm erupting beneath the streets. Buildings swayed, bricks rained down, gas lines burst open, and people screamed as their homes collapsed around them. In just 47 seconds, San Francisco was shattered. But the true horror was only beginning. Eyewitnesses said the city danced like waves on the ocean. The ground opened in places, swallowing horses, wagons, and entire street corners. Church bells rang on their own. A woman wrote in her diary, "The earth growled like a beast that had been sleeping for too long." As if the earthquake wasn't enough, fires broke out across the city. Gas pipes exploded. Electric lines snapped and ignited homes, and because the quake had destroyed most of the water mains, there was no way to fight the flames. For 3 days, San Francisco burned. Firestorms consumed entire neighborhoods. Families ran through smoke-filled streets carrying what little they could. People used dynamite to blow up buildings, hoping to create fire breaks, but sometimes making things worse. The sky turned orange, and by the 3rd day, witnesses said it looked as if the heavens themselves were burning. When the smoke finally cleared, over 3,000 people were dead, and more than 200,000 were left homeless. 80% of the city lay in ruins. Bodies were found under rubble, in cellars, and along the harbor, many never identified. Survivors camped out in Golden Gate Park, living in tents for months. But amid the destruction came something remarkable: unity. Citizens, soldiers, and strangers worked side by side to feed the hungry, bury the dead, and rebuild what they had lost. It was chaos, but it was also courage. Scientists were stunned. They realized that this wasn't just a local tremor, it was a tectonic shift that tore the Earth's crust for nearly 300 miles along the San Andreas Fault. Entire fences, railways, and roads were offset by several feet. You could stand with 1 foot on each side and be in 2 different worlds of rock. This disaster changed modern seismology forever. For the first time, American scientists began systematically studying earthquakes, leading to the birth of the U.S. Geological Survey's seismic research. San Francisco didn't die that day. It transformed. Within a year, rebuilding began. Brick by brick, street by street, the city rose again. Architects introduced new building codes, engineers designed quake-resistant structures, and a national movement for disaster preparedness began. By 1915, just 9 years later, San Francisco hosted the Panama Pacific International Exposition, showing the world that it had risen from ashes stronger than ever. People called it the Phoenix City. Here's something few people know. Moments before the quake, people across California reported seeing strange lights in the sky, flashes of blue and white that danced across the horizon. For decades, scientists dismissed them as imagination, but modern studies show they might have been earthquake lights, rare bursts of electrical energy released from rocks under immense stress. In other words, the Earth itself was warning what was about to come. The night America's sky woke up may have literally been the planet's cry for release. The 1906 San Francisco earthquake remains one of the most powerful natural disasters in U.S. history. It reshaped how Americans understood nature's fury and our place within it. It showed that progress, pride, and prosperity can vanish in seconds, but resilience, unity, and hope can rebuild anything. Even now, scientists warn that another big one could strike California again. The same fault still runs beneath the same land, quietly holding its breath. So the next time you walk through San Francisco, past its glittering towers and peaceful streets, remember, a little over a century ago, this ground trembled, burned, and screamed. And from that devastation, a new city and a new America was born. If you love uncovering America's strangest, most powerful, and forgotten real stories, don't go anywhere, because the next one might just shake your world too.